presentation direct from Lake Havasu's library will be making our mark. Now, what do I mean by making our mark? I'm talking about us as a whole, as a collective, as a club. We have a presence in this town. We maintain this presence in different ways, but one of which is, how does the general public view the awareness, or how do they know about Toastmasters as a group, as a club? Well, how do we present ourselves to the general public using the media? Well, we have a website that the name of the website is called Tasos. It's a free website provided by Toastmasters and volunteers, which are Toastmasters. The software that they use is called Tasos version 2.0. Now, what's nice about this is it gives us a web presence that somebody can type in Havasu Toastmasters, and if the software is set up correctly, Google will research and find our site. They can say, oh, Havasu Toastmasters right here, hit the button, they're there, and then they can see about our club. Now, what other thing do we have going for us? We have Bonnie Toy's Toastmaster Facebook page, which she took it upon herself to create, and she puts content up there, and it's a great thing. That Toastmasters page on Facebook, I think, is a stroke of genius when she put that up. Why? Because so many of us, where do we idle away our time instead of doing something constructive? We're on Facebook. So again, if you have friends, and I'm sure, Sharon, you're going to be showing your cousin there our Facebook page, right? Good plan. Thing is, it's a free resource, and again, it shows or showcases our club to the general public. Anybody can get there. Now, what else do we have going on? We've got ongoing notices in the Havasu Herald, which is, by the way, the local paper. I don't know who did it or who set that up. I think it was Carl, or it might have been Kelly. But what they did is, in every edition of that paper that comes out, and also on the online version on the web of that paper, there's a section there that says daily events. And what's there on that page? Toastmasters every Tuesday night at the library. Again, this doesn't cost us anything. This is a great resource. What else have we done in the last 6 months? Bonnie Toy came up with another sterling idea. And I'm so sorry she's not here tonight to be with us to talk about it, because I actually wanted to say, Bonnie, what possessed you to come up with this great idea? But what she did is she said, well, up at the movie house here, before you watch the show, you have all of these ads that come up, where they say go to Joe's Crab Shack or go out to Walmart or go here or there. But what it is, it's a series of 30-second, or I think it's even up to a minute, where either you can have a movie or a slide, but it's up there on the main screen before the big feature, and it tells you what's going on. And usually it's for advertising, but for us, I hate to say it, I went to Star Wars a couple weeks ago, and lo and behold, what do I see up there on the main screen? Toastmasters. And I thought, really, I see something here. And we also had a visitor come one week, and we asked, well, how do you know about our club? Well, I saw it at the movie house, and I thought, that's great. So we have these 4 things going for us. Now, the Tasos website, I want to address each one of these, but the Tasos website is free from Toastmasters. It's template driven, which means the person maintaining that site doesn't have to be a web guru to actually put content on it. It's actually, what it's termed in the industry is a what you see is what you get type of editor, where you could actually put pictures on, you could put a picture on there, you could put content on there, you could move things around. But the thing is, you can customize it, and you don't have to know the web language, which incidentally is called HTML for Hypertext Markup Language, in case anybody ever asks you. The thing is, you don't have to have all those skills in order to build your web content. But the problem is, it's not optimized at this time. Why? Because it came with a bunch of, well, boilerplate, I guess is the term I want to use. Boilerplate graphics, just standard content. In other words, it was preloaded with goodies. The thing is, we have not optimized it at this time. So the question I want to pose later on in our 5 minutes afterwards is, what can we do to improve our site? So that's the first topic I want to talk about. Now on Bonnie's Toastmaster page, it was really needed, absolutely needed, because like I said, everybody goes to Facebook. Everybody's on Facebook. Now, because a lot of people are on Facebook, it gives us good visibility. It's a great place for prospective members to discover our club. Again, can it be tweaked? Can it be modified? Can it be enhanced in some way to make it stand above somebody else's Toastmaster page or just another ordinary page on Facebook? Is there any ideas that maybe somebody might have and say, you know, I think we ought to do this to this page? So that's another thing that we should look at. Okay. Now, outgoing notices in Havasu Herald. It's a great connection to the community. Whoever set that up, it was a genius move. Why? Because it costs the club absolutely nothing, and it's daily advertising. Anybody can go out to the Havasu Herald or get it in copy, and they see about our club. And if they have some interest in the club, then they can attend, which is this. But the question that I want to ask of you is, what else can we do as a group to interact with the Herald and get more, get more exposure to the community via the newspaper? The 30-second spots at Movies Havasu. Again, a great way to get our message out to the community. Why? Because people are at the movies, they're sitting there before the main event, and if they're not doing anything, they're blindly looking at the screen. And so they see our message come up. But I believe it cost $75, didn't it? Wasn't it some princely sum like that? And I think it was only good for a month, wasn't it? Or maybe 6 weeks. So in some ways that's costly to us, but it has brought people in. And is it worth the cost? Do we keep something like that going because our funds are pretty limited? Should we keep that going? And if yes, can we optimize it? Right now we've just got an ordinary static page, but what we could do is we could make a video and put that up for 1 minute and have, show them we have personality. So the discussion, what are your thoughts and or suggestions to the points that I've covered this evening? What say you, my dear friends? So here we have all the questions that I asked about the website, about Bonnie Toy's Facebook page, about the newspaper, and about Movies Havasu. I open it to you. Yes, Joy.
I think it's wonderful that we are being visible to such a large amount of people at a movie theater, And if we can have that video, I'll bet you you're the one that could put it together.
Well, it's funny because my next series of lectures will be videoed, and I want to get proficient in it. But I think after I get some time under my belt and I get some confidence, maybe we might try a venture like that. Is there anything about the website or the Facebook page, or does anybody have any thoughts there? Yes.
We have changed the graphics on the free host toast. We replaced some people, generic people's faces with our banner that shows that we're a President's Distinguished Club. We could do more, but that is one thing we have done. We have changed it at least to some degree.
One of the problems is tonight, one of the people that we have as a member is involved with web design, and that's Kelly Brown. And I'm thinking that, I would like to ask Kelly Brown if she would want to take an active hand, into being creative or enhancing the site somewhat. One of the things that I noticed, I looked at other people's sites, other club sites, and you could see biographies of people, but on ours, you don't see anything like that. It would be great if we could see something about Paul Bailey or Melanie and their work, or anybody, and Joy. I mean, that's a place where you could showcase what you know or how Toastmasters ties into you. I think that's a real good idea. Is there any other questions? Yes.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen any of the websites or anything, but I'm wondering, are you acknowledging achievements? Like if members have gone to a division speaking competition or anything, have you acknowledged any successes from the group?
Only on the Facebook page. And it's only what Bonnie says, but I mean.
We have, for instance, when we've gone to training, we put pictures in the paper. We went to contest training, God knows Sharon, and Jillian, myself, and we put that in the paper. Sometimes they will put it in the paper, and sometimes they won't. It's a hit or miss thing when you submit. But that time that we submitted, they put our picture, a rather large picture of us. It was quite nice. So I think it would behoove us to just keep, as you say, keep putting it in. Whether they put it in or not, some things you have control over. But at least we can make submissions and hope that when we've done training, when we've had competitions, that we put that in the newspaper. Yes.
The editor's name is, by the way, is Brandon Bowers, and I think he's very approachable. So I think that we could probably do some sort of story about our club. Although I'm not the creative person for that, but I think there's somebody in here that is very creative and probably, yes, probably could do something. Okay.